Hello fantasy faithfuls and welcome to Fantasy Snapshot, where I'm looking at Robert Woods.
Goff, deep ball, Robert Woods, he's got it! Robert Woods, he is gone! Touchdown Rams, 94 yards!
Woods is facing the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 15. The Eagles give up 27.5 points on average, making them the second best opponent in the league with 13.2 yards per reception and 15 touchdowns to receivers. Woods is clearly being targeted way more to the short right than to the short left. However, with him being targeted more to the deep left than the right, he is someone that gets the ball all over the field. These two zones are zones most teams tend to attack the Eagles in. His catch rate in these two main zones are nothing to write home about. Sure, 50% deep left is good, but the two middle zones is where he really shines. This is very good as the Eagles struggle a ton with passes over the middle, while they actually limit deep left throws to a 34% catch rate. The middle zones are also the ones where Woods gets most of his yards from, and short right being his worst. The Eagles give up most yards to the middle zones, being their two worst defended zones when it comes to yards. So, we've almost have a perfect fit against them, just could have used some more targets over the middle. Woods has been very consistent in 2018 and is 5 points above the league average floor, and actually has the exact same ceiling as Brandon Cooks, which is a good thing to have. His chance of booming above his ceiling this week is 6.3%, which is pretty high number. Not extremely, but still nice. However, the risk of him being below the floor and busting is an even higher number. His touchdown rate over the last 2 years has been 5.1%, a strong number that is almost on par with DeAndre Hopkins. With how the Rams are playing at the moment, the way they're using Woods in combination with how the Eagles handle receivers, I have him predicted for a big workload of 11 targets and 7 receptions. He has only been above the average scoring of a wide receiver 1 in 1 week, and that was a while ago, and looks more like a wide receiver 2 based on his scoring patterns. He has been usable for 7 weeks, meaning that he finished as a top 24 receiver 7 times so far. Looking at this week's situation, the Rams are at home versus a bottom 16 air defense with a losing record. For Woods, being at home is a good thing, but he scores a little bit less against bad air defenses and even less against teams with a losing record. Not the biggest of differences, so not too much to worry about though. Woods has only seen 10 red zone targets this year, but with those targets, he's scored 4 touchdowns, which is great. That adds up to a 12.5% share of the Rams' red zone targets, and with the Eagles giving up a touchdown to receivers on a quarter of all wide receiver red zone throws, I say it's an okay red zone situation. Based on all these stats, he has a risk factor of 32% this week. He fits well against the weak pass defense and has some really strong numbers, but with a high bust risk. For Week 15, I have Robert Woods predicted to score 9.7 fantasy points. And in conclusion, he has a very favorable situation here, and if the red zone numbers were a little bit better, I would have given him another 6 points in the projection. I will gladly start him this week anyway, good fit against the Eagles defense, and a big workload. What do you think about Woods? Are you starting him this week? Let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to check out our live stream tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time.
Under a minute and a half to go, quarter number 3, seam throw, Woods, touchdown!
Hello fantasy faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.